Ines Alea from ToleratedCinematics.com, and today we're going to take a look on how to create our own website, a portfolio in specific. We're going to use Wix.com to create that website. Wix.com is an online free website builder that you can use, and it's really powerful. It has a lot of functionality, and I was actually really amazed by Wix.com. I must say that this video has been sponsored by Wix.com, but I wouldn't be making this if I didn't like the product. So everything that I say in this video is my true and honest opinion. With no further ado, let's get started with the tutorial. So let's open up Wix.com. Alright, here we are at Wix.com, and first of all you will need to create an account. So register with the link in the description, and then you can start making your own free website right away. So right here I have the plus sign. I will click on that, and that's going to allow me to start a new website. Maybe you see different buttons because I already created a new website, but just once you start with a new website you will be given a few options here. So what do you want to create as a website? For this tutorial I'm going to start with a portfolio, and then you will be given two options, and then we have, for example, the artificial design intelligence from Wix, which is actually pretty cool to look at. So I'll definitely recommend to click on this button and just see through it. It's actually animating your website right away, and you actually see visually that Wix is designing your website with some details that you give in, and then if you like it, you tell it that you like it, and then you can re-customize things. It's actually pretty cool, but for this tutorial of course we're going to use the Wix editor. So we'll click on this button here, start with the editing, and then you will have a bunch of templates right here. We'll click on the most popular because that's most likely what people like most. So I'm going to click here, most popular, and you can see that there are a bunch of templates, and they're actually free. Well, most of them are free, and yeah, you can actually find something really cool for free. So like this one, it looks really professional. If we go and view it, you can actually see how it will look. And this is the website that I will be using for this tutorial. But you can see that it looks quite nice immediately actually. So you have all these pages here that you can design, and all these cool things, news and updates, which means blogs, and go to the contact page. You can yeah, all these settings are in this editor right away. So here it is, the contact page. All the websites are also mobile friendly, which is really important nowadays. So if you click on mobile preview, you will see how it will look on a mobile or on a tablet. So this is what we get. We can scroll down and see how it will look. So that's really nice. I'm going to close this down, and I'm actually going to select it. So I'll hover over this and click on the edit button. This is the editor for Wix, and it actually is pretty neat. What I really do like about the Wix editor is, of course, it's in browser, so you can actually manage your website from anywhere in the world, and it's really nice to work with actually, because I'm not a big fan of browser editors, because most of the time you have to click all these buttons if you want to do something, but here you can actually use your hotkeys like undo and redo things. You can just use Ctrl-Z, for example, copy things, paste them. So that's actually something that I really like, and it might not seem like a big deal, but it is for me. Right here on the left you will see all these options where you can change the background, add stuff like all these cool things here. Then right here, if we'll close this down, let's close it. We have the app market if you want other things for your website that might not be that regular. And then right here you can upload your stuff, like if you want to upload some images up front, you can do that right here, your blog and things like that. So you can do that all on the left. Of course, Wix is going to take you through all of these because they're going to hand out tips once in a while. All these question marks also allow you to see what things are for if you want to. Right here we have the tool set, of course, so copy files, delete files, if you want to center things out, and if you want to actually add the width and the height to things, if you want to position things with a specific rate, you can do that right here. Also, you can see that there are a lot of guidelines on Wix, which means that everything like in the center of this is actually going to be visible on most monitors, because there are some monitors that might not have the resolution of yours, and then you should be taking care of that and just design everything important in this border here. And if you hover over things, you can see that it's actually really nicely laid out, so you can click on things and edit things. So right here I will just edit my logo for now, so we'll click edit text, and I will just enter Tolerated Cinematics. As you can see, my text becomes a little bit too wide, so I'm actually going to make it a little bit bigger. and a little bit like this side. Then I'm going to center it out because I actually like it how it made it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to click close for my text, and then I'm going to move it. So you see the move tool here. I'm going to drag it down, and you can see that it's going to snap to the middle. You get this nice line. It means that it's lined out to the center of your box, which is really cool that you don't have to actually figure it out, or yeah, it's just snapping all the time. So like the menu, also take it down a little bit. And there we go. So now it's also centered out. If you want to edit your menu, you can do so by manage menu, and that will give you these options here where you can add pages or delete pages, and you can also put them in each other, which means that they're going to become pop-ups. So if you go over news and updates, it's going to show contact, for example. I'm going to drag this one out because it's actually a separate page. It's just an example. You can click on home to actually go to home, change the page name if you want to. I will close this down for now. And you can actually also click on stuff and just navigate, and that's going to allow you to actually navigate to a specific page. Layouts, design. You also, if you click on something, you get all the options that you're allowed to use for that specific thing, so that's also really nice. I will click on this background. I will click change script background, and here you have a bunch of preset backgrounds, which all also look pretty nice. Like this one looks pretty cool, but of course I want to use my own stuff, so I will click on image here, or you can also upload a video if you want that. You can make it a little bit bigger and make a video loop on the background all the time, so that's also pretty cool. I've done that before. We'll click on image, and that will open up the image manager, and these are all the images that are currently on the website, but I will use my own images, so we'll click my images. And these are some images that I uploaded to test things out, but yeah, these are images that I took in Spain when I was on vacation. Of course, these images are way too big. They're actually 5 megabytes big, which is really not advised if you're making a website, but yeah, for this particular website I will use them because I didn't optimize them. But definitely make sure that your images are optimized for the web, so go in Photoshop and just lower the quality a little bit until you're still satisfied with them. Look for the right resolution to use, and just try to keep them small because that's going to make your website fast actually. So we'll click on these images. I will click on this image. I want to use that one as my background and change the background. You will see that it's going to update, and there we go. So I have my image here. We'll make it a little bit bigger because I want to see it. You can also go to the settings and move your image. So right here, you can position it like this. And then we have a little bit of a C as well, so that's pretty cool. And a bunch of settings that you can go through if you want to, if you have the time. Really cool things that you can add here. You can also animate it actually, so currently it's a parallax effect, so if you're going to scroll, we're going to preview this, it's actually going to, as you can see, yeah, that's something really modern, and I really do like it. It's going to give some depth to your website. Let's go back to the editor. So at any point in time, you can actually hit the preview button, and it's going to preview everything that you've got so far. So yeah, change this text if you want to. You have buttons right here, pre-made button. I will change the text, for example, or maybe I will change the design. So click on the design, and then you can customize design, for example, and go for fill in opacity color. Click on the color, and I want a blue color. You can also go and really get your own number here, or add a color, and just pick a color like so. Click add, and then you have it right here. I'll close this down. I'm satisfied with this color. Actually, I'm going to make it a little bit darker. Well, maybe just a white color, and then just change the text color, and then change the text color right here. So that should be color. There we go. And make that dark blue or black, whatever you want it to be. And I want it to be a little bit bigger. So this is currently light. I'm going to make it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have our button here, and this button, if you're going to click on it, you can see change link, and currently it's on page, but you can do whatever you want with it, and it's going to stay on this page, so that's indicating that it's going to stay on the home page, but it's going to take you to the services. So you can click here and take you to all the parts of the website, and then you can see right here our services. So I'm going to click done, and if you're going to click that, so preview, for example, click on the get started, and that's going to drag it down to our services. You can also see that Wix automatically comes with some really cool animations, and animations do really get your website at a professional level. So if you have some nice animations, that just finish it off, I think. Let's go back to the editor and let's see for our services. Of course, you can add images. All these things are pretty straightforward. Right here, if you click on a box, so this is actually a section, you will see that it will get these lines, and right here you can actually make it small, bigger or smaller. But if you want to make it smaller, then that's actually possible. It's going to, well, it's not going to allow you. Right here you can also make this a little bit bigger, and then like make the background also a little bit bigger. But currently I want this to actually snap here. Okay, it's going to snap, and so there we go. We can actually resize things. Of course, this doesn't look normal, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and then just move it up. And actually, I'm currently making some space here in between, because currently we have two sections, but we don't have anything in between. I wanted to make something in between actually, so I'm going to make this even a little bit smaller and move this up, for example, together with the button and the image. Even smaller, and there we go. So now we have a little bit of, we have some place to actually make a new section. Now we'll click on the plus sign here, add. So you can see you have a lot of things that you can add. Let's go through them. Text, image, if you want to add in one image, a gallery. And the gallery also comes with pre-made galleries, which look really cool. Also with animations in them automatically. You can see right here if you hover over these. Some really cool stuff right out of batch, so right away you have some really cool things. Let's go to slideshow. Also some slideshows that you can do, which are also pretty cool. Buttons, of course, a box, which is actually just a background that you can make out of it. A strip, well actually it's the strip that I'm talking about. We have some shapes if you want to make something original. Videos, and actually it's really nice how it works with video from Vimeo or YouTube or even something else. But if you have YouTube videos, you can get them into your website really nicely, so they're actually going to fit the design, and that's something that bothers me with other website builders, that they can't really integrate things together. Music players, really nice music players as well. Social, you can share everything like so, get all these standard things, like if you want to share your Facebook page, if you want people to follow you on Twitter, YouTube, all these things are well coming in standard with Wix. Contact pages, also a lot of options here to subscribe to your email list, to contact you, to see your location with Google Maps and actually move through Google Maps, which is really cool as well. Of course, a menu, pretty straightforward. A list for a blog. If you have like updates, you can put them in a list. A Lightbox, which we're actually going to create soon. But like if you have a discount for example, New Year, and you want to give a discount on the products that you're selling on your website or anything else, you want to update your visitors to whatever you want them to see, and then you can make these pop-ups with these light boxes. You can also create videos, and that's what we are going to use very soon. A blog, of course, if you want to blog on your website, who doesn't? A store, so if you have some items to sell, you can do that as well, and a lot more. So you can even go custom code if you want to, so it's really big. Okay, so I'm not going to do it right now, so I'm going to close this down, and actually, well, no, I'm going to add a strip here. Click on the classic white, and I'm going to drag it here below my services, and that's going to add a new section here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger to snap to my other one. Make that one touch each other. Okay, so we have a strip here. I'm going to add a gallery here, so I'm going to click gallery and search something that I like, kind of like this one. It's pretty straightforward. I'll click on that one, and it's going to add it to my page. I'm going to scale it down here. I'll position it about here, and again it's going to snap to the middle, and I'm going to make it a little bit wider. And of course you can custom everything, so if you want it, like right now it's getting this wide screen, you can also keep them square and just add more in here if you want to, but I kind of like it because I'm a video maker, and then you want these nice aspect ratios. So I'm going to, before I click change images, I'm actually going to add something different. I'm going to add a light box and add a video, for example. And here I'm going to change something, so sometimes it's going to pop things up, so if you have never used something before, it's going to show you some tips, which is really neat as well, because when I started out, I really had to figure it out on my own. And actually I learned Wix in not even 10 minutes. Like, I just jumped into it and it gave me all these options, and I don't even know how to use it, but I kind of do immediately. So I'm going to close this down. Manage line boxes, you can do that right here. If you have more, set triggers, let's click on that, and let's click notes. Right here it's automatically display lightbox on pages. That's once you come on a specific page, it's going to show. I don't want that. I'm going to rename it to like channel intro, and this is actually where I want my channel intro video to be shown here. So I have my link copied, so I will just scroll down. Right here you have a check box for the X right here if you want to close the lightbox, which is also nice. You can add buttons if you want to, so you can also customize this. And currently I want this to link the lightbox. So now we have our lightbox, but we have to click on the video itself in the lightbox to actually change that. So click change video, and right here I will just select my link here, and I will paste my own here, and I will click update, and you're going to see that right away it's going to update to my video, and you can see that it actually looks pretty cool. Autoplay unloading, so once the lightbox opens it's going to start playing the video, which is nice. Actually I don't want to show my controls all the time, I want them on hover, so if I hover with my mouse it's going to show the options what I can do with my video, but I like it clean at first. So you can search videos even if you want to. If you want to, you can just click here, search for my name, search for it. You have all my videos here, so that's also really cool, and you can do it that way. I will close this down here, and I think we're done here. So I'm going to close my lightbox, exit lightbox mode, close it, and go here to our images, change images. Currently we have some standard images that we have here. I actually like it because it actually fills up my slideshow immediately, my gallery immediately, so I'm going to keep it as it is, but you can also delete them right here if you want to. I will add some of my images right here, add images, upload your own images, and you have some all your images here. I will click on a different one, so I'll click on this one, or actually this one, and you can actually add multiple at a time as well, but I will, okay, add it to the gallery, doesn't matter. Click on this image, and I want this image to actually link to that video that we just saw. So you can upload thumbnails, then just link them to one specific video. Rename this to channel intro video. There we go. And then link. Click on the link, and here we have some options. So we can go to a specific page. If you want to, you can link these images to go to one of your pages and make pages for your portfolio items where you have a description for everything, which is neat. You can email, whatever you want. I'm going to click lightbox, and if I click lightbox I will see all the lightboxes that I currently made, but we only made one here, so that's the channel intro, so be sure to give everything a name. But if we click on that and just click done, there we go, and click done again, we can click on this image and just go to settings for it to make sure, and just scroll down. You're going to see that when clicked they open up in a pop-up, which is nice, but a link will open. So we'll click link will open, and that's going to make sure that our link comes through. So we'll close it, preview, and click on the thumbnail, and there we go. So we have our video, really cool. So now we can do that for the complete gallery and just add a bunch of videos if you want to. Here you have your theme, your clients. You can upload some images here, so click on the clients. Your theme here. Okay, so currently back to the editor, and you can click on our clients, and then also change images, because these are also images as you can see here. So you can add clients that way, which is also really neat. You can also animate everything, so let's click on this image for example and animate this. So you can change a link to something, design and animate. So this is the animate button. Let's click on that one, and you have a bunch of cool animations. And I said it before, but animations really make or break your website, I think. If you have a nice animated website, it just is so much more dynamic, and it's really important to keep people's attention. So whenever they come on your website, everything should be animated in while it's loading. That just makes it so cool. Well, depending of course on which website you have. If you have a structured website, you don't want it to animate all the time. It really depends on whatever you're trying to achieve, so don't really listen to me all the time. But like flying is cool. Just don't overdo it, because some of these animations are way too expressive. Like this one is a little bit too expressive in my opinion. This one as well. But yeah, you have some cool ones in here. Let's go for the flying. You can also customize it and change the duration, make it last a little bit longer before it comes in. You can delay things, like if you have more images. It's also giving me a tip to save my work. We'll save it soon, so actually click save, and then you can give it a name. So I'm going to rename it to Tolerated Cinematics. And of course, if you're making a free website, you will have a link like this with your account name .wixsite.com/your website, or you can connect it to a customized domain, so you can get some domains as well. But yeah, for this website, it's not that important. We'll just make it /DC. And okay, need more name. Tolerated Cinematics. And save and continue. So now we have saved our website, and actually Wix told us because if your web browser is going to crash, it's not going to be saved. Okay, so your site was saved. When you publish, the following will be your domain. So this will be the link to your domain. Publish your site so people can see it. You can publish now. I will wait for this. I will just click done here. So now we are working on our animation. We can see here only animate first time, or just animate all the time when you're going over it. And let's go back here and close this down. Let's preview. So how cool is this? So you can do that with a bunch of things, like the button here. You can also make it fly in from the bottom. So let's animate that, click on the fly in and customize it, and then just from the right, click here from the bottom, and then just preview it again. So now it's also coming in with a delay, which is pretty cool. Let's go back to the editor and just fade the text in. So animate and fade. Fade. And you see, the more you animate things, the cooler it starts to become. And also for these images, you can do the same thing. So that's really cool. I'm really loving the site builder. Actually, I was really happily amazed with everything, all the functionality that you have. Right here, you have the contact, all your social media. So you click on your social media. Let's set social media links, of course, who doesn't do that? Click on Facebook and link it to your Facebook account. So that's facebook.com/toleratedcinematics. Open in a new window, because people don't really want it to. Yeah. I will change. Well, actually, I'm going to replace the icon, and I'm going to search a YouTube icon, because I'm more of a YouTuber actually. So go for YouTube. And there we go, and then we have a bunch of icons that we can use. Maybe this one or this one. Not sure what we're actually using currently. Black, okay. Replace it with a YouTube. Black, okay. Choose image, and I will link this to my YouTube channel. So just copy my link, paste it here. Just click done, and here we can maybe Instagram. Instagram.com/ I think this one is okay. We'll click OK, done. And now it's going to link to our social media, so preview it again, and it should work. Okay, so it's redirecting to my channel. It's just a little bit slow, but there we go. So we have our channel. That's great. Let's continue back to the editor. Okay, what can we add? Let's go for a blog. So let's add a blog, and then you have a bunch of blogs right here. Which looks cool? Actually, we already have a blog right here at news and updates. I'm not going to add a blog currently. I'm going to manage on my website. So I'm going to click on a menu, navigate, and let's see contact first. Okay, so click on the contact. If you click on the contact form, you can immediately set your email. So I will set my email here. info@tolerated.be, okay. And then you can see what people have to enter. So your name, the subject, and a message, which is most common. The button has to say send. Okay, that's great. Show a message or open a link. Show a message. That's okay. What does the message say? Okay, success, message received. That's really cool. And that's all you have to spend on doing a contact form. And if I recall correctly, when I was making a WordPress website, I had so many struggles on making contact forms. I'm really satisfied that it's so easy right here. Change the text. Yeah, okay, that doesn't really matter for this tutorial. Change all the text here if you want to. Okay, so we are actually done with the contact page. Let's manage again and navigate to our news and updates. And here we have our blog. So we'll click here and add a new post or manage post. So you can click on manage post, and then you will have a different editor where you can, of course, let's not delete it for now because it actually looks kind of cool if you have something on there, but you can create a new post and then just make your complete blog. So that's really cool. So let's add a title. Really cool website tutorial online. Let's see who's creating that cool tutorial. A really cool website tutorial online. That's pretty exciting. If I would see that video, I will definitely hit the like button and also subscribe to their channel for more videos. So maybe a little hint right there. Okay, so you can of course add some videos if you want to. So you can see right here that you have all these options. You can even go custom code, add a GIF, like if you want a nice meme to be shown. Let's add a video here and see how nice it's implementing this. Search a video. Okay, I'm going to search Leia. I know he has a cool channel. So I'm going to click on a cool tutorial, maybe the text shift effect. It's pretty popular. We'll add that video here, and that's okay. This has nothing to do with really cool website tutorial. We'll have to update that once this video comes out. Make your text look stunning. Font color. So again, it's giving some nice hints here. I'm going to close this down because that's actually a little bit in my way here. Then you can of course add a date. You can also schedule posts, I suppose. The author, that's me. Okay, people are going to see this as self-promotion, uploading my own videos, but doesn't really matter. You can preview it, schedule the post. There we go. You can schedule it. That's really cool. Feature the post if you want a featured tab. Save it as a draft. Advanced SEO, which is really important. Definitely take a look at SEO if you have your own website. That's what's going to make you come up in Google. So that's also really important. And then we're going to add some text here. So click on the divider, and we can set a width of 100%. 1 pixel in the height. That's okay. And let's say that this is. There we have our text. Let's publish our post. And there we have it with the video. You can actually close it down and preview it once more. And there we go. So let's read more. And immediately you'll have your own dedicated page where you feature post right here, your recent posts, which of course you can all change here. But that's going to take a little bit too much time. I think you get the idea and see that video. So really cool website now. We have Tolerated. Also, if you click on the link, we'll go to the homepage. About, we have our clients, services. Yeah, I think we have a nice website here, and just look how clean it actually looks immediately. And this is a free website builder. I'm still pretty amazed actually. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a like and also subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.